Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Yeah! Hello guys, what is happening? Welcome back to a brand new video, and oh boy do I have a game to review. So, before I get started, I know this game is pretty old. It came out in 2013, and then about a year later it was ported to the PS4, which is what I have. I don't have a PS3, so I'm playing it on the PS4. But there are some things that I wouldn't. If you had a PS3, it does have better graphics, and I'm sure it plays better, but it also has Left Behind built in, and the difficulties are already there instead of having to unlock them in the game, like Grounded, and I think it's Survival and Grounded, but overall there's 5 difficulties. I played on an easier difficulty because I'm not really that good at games, and I only wanted to play this because of the story. But overall I did have fun with it, and I wouldn't really recommend that much picking it up if you already played it on the PS3. I'd wait for part 2, but if you want to, or you already did pick it up for the PS4, it's still a really good game, and the DualShock 4 is a lot improved, and the graphics are better. So, yeah, I haven't played it on PS3 to compare it, so I don't know, but I'm sure loads of people have played it. But if you're someone like me and you need played it now, or you're going to play it, this is my review on it, or if you just want to watch a review or whatever. So let's talk about the cons first, because there was a lot less cons than there was pros. One of the things that people pointed out was the gameplay was a little bit repetitive. You know, you were going around killing the soldiers, killing the clickers, sometimes bloaters. And there's actually a part near the end where there was 2 bloaters, like when you were in the water. That was a little bit harder. But you're going around doing that. But I think there's the layout is a lot different, and the graphics are a lot different. I wouldn't say that the repetitiveness is bad. I'd just say people, think that it's more storytelling that's Naughty Dog's bread and butter. Storytelling is very good for Naughty Dog. I'm considering picking up Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, but we'll see. So yeah, the repetitive gameplay would be one con, but overall you get better guns and you get better weapons, sometimes more clickers or more builders show up, so it gets progressively harder. But the gameplay, I think the story would be a lot better than the gameplay. But it isn't that bad. It isn't that, But just I want to make this review as balanced as possible. I'm someone who loved the game, but I want to try and do both the good and the bad. I try to be a very, very level person that does the good and the bad. So after you complete the game, you can play it again or play Left Behind. I don't think there's any like after game exploring. If you look at games like the Stick of Truth, you can like look, around and do different like side quests and stuff when the game's over. I don't think that the game has any of that, which is something. And lastly, the ending. It was just like Ellie asking, spoiler alert, but whatever. And the ending is like, Ellie says, are the fireflies really like you say they are? And Joel's like, yes. And Ellie's like, okay. And then it ends. People kind of liked the ending. I didn't not like it. It was just, like, you could have, made it a bit better, but it was what it was. It wasn't that bad. I'm just trying to, again, find things that I didn't enjoy about the game, but I didn't not enjoy anything about the game, but I'm trying to make it as balanced as possible here. Let's talk about the pros. And one thing you could admire going from level to level was the scenery and graphics. They were beautiful. There's actually one part where there was this wall and it became like missing. This really funny glitch I found. I'm not sure if it was just mine or the game, or whatever, but it was pretty funny. But the graphics overall were amazing. I loved them. I just have a 1080p TV with the base PS4, but still, I loved the graphics. The scenery was amazing, and it made the game more worthwhile. Yes, gameplay over graphics, but still, at the same time, you can enjoy when it's there. The story. That's why I played the game. The story is amazing. It had a great range of characters. I love my... Okay, so I did like Ellie a lot. I think because she was somewhere around my age in the first game, a bit younger. But her attitude, you could kind of compare to like that teenage attitude, if you know where I'm coming from. And there was a character called Robert. And whenever they met him, they were like, he stole their guns, and then that's when you found Marlene, I think her name was, and then you had to go and get Ellie. And Robert was in there, and then they asked him questions, and 2 minutes later, boom, they killed him. But I found that very relatable. That Robert was a guy in the story. My name's Robert. I took that to heart very much. But the characters were amazing. Sam and Henry, they kind of built up their story in the bond with Sam. I think Sam was the younger one, but Sam and Ellie, and even Joel relating with the brother, because they were two brothers. That was just amazing. I just loved the story. That's why I'm considering Uncharted. If you played Uncharted and you think it would be something I'd enjoy, I don't enjoy that many games. I'm more of a casual. But I did love The Last of Us for the story. If you played Uncharted, tell me what you think of it in the comments below if you want. And it also had a range of difficulty. Again, I played on an easier difficulty because lol me. But yeah, I'm not really that good at harder games. But the range of difficulties were really good for people who prefer to play it on a harder difficulty. So, overall, I loved the game. The game was really good. And I will give it, overall, 8.5 bloaters out of 10. Fantastic game. But yeah, that was my overall opinion on the game. Haven't played Left Behind yet, but it's free with The Last of Us. I will play it. Don't think I should need to do a, separate review on that unless you guys want it. But for now, that was the game. Very good one. I loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to add anything, make sure to do so in the comments below. And I will see y'all in the next one. Have a good day, guys. Happy Easter for when it is. I know I did have a lack of uploads. I was working on the Jake and Manny show and other things. I'll try to make more videos soon. Going up to my aunt's house might be, going out and getting something there. Might make a video on it or whatever. Maybe not. But whatever. Hope you guys are safe and awesome. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Peace, peace, guys. Here we go. Da-da-da. Yeah!